Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to become magnetic to people, love, and also just everything that you want in life and everything that's meant for you. So the degree to which you care about what people think is the degree to which you can truly be your true self, and the degree to which you can be your true self is the degree to which you can experience everything that is meant for you. Caring about what people think affects everything in your life, even if you don't realize it. Caring about what people think, number one, it repels people, and I'll get into this. And number two, it also puts you out of alignment with your true life's purpose, your true mission, your true life, your destiny, all that's meant for you, because all that's meant for you is meant for you. So if you're not being you completely, you are not in alignment with any of that. And this all comes from caring what people think. I used to be stuck in this cycle where I really cared what people think, and I really couldn't figure it out because at that time I hadn't figured out that people feel about you how you feel about yourself. People reflect back to you what you think and feel about yourself. What they think about you is essentially what you think about you. So if you're looking for validation, approval, if you're looking for other people to like you, if you're trying to live up to other people's standards, it means you don't value yourself truly. Because if you valued yourself, you would have validated yourself. You wouldn't be looking for any of it out there. So if you're not in this space, if you're in this space of not validating yourself, which you are in if you're valuing other people's thoughts over yours, it means that you get a reflection of that. You can't attract someone who values you, who approves of you, who validates you, who loves you, if you're in a space within yourself of not giving yourself that, because they are your reflection. What happens when we don't understand that people feel about us how we feel about ourselves, like I didn't for a long time, I didn't realize it. What happens is we look at what people think of us and we actually take it as confirmation for what we thought. So for example, if I don't value myself and then I see other people not valuing me, if I don't understand how this works, I assume that that means that they think those things because I'm not worth valuing. And then what happens is these thoughts, they're then perpetuating themselves because you're thinking it, you're seeing it on other people, and you're using it as confirmation to keep thinking about yourself. And this is how we end up in vicious cycles of caring what other people think and valuing other people's thoughts above our own. But when you realize that what people think is just a reflection of what you're thinking yourself, it's a lot easier to stop caring what people think. Then obviously, then you've got to think about how it's affecting the fact that if you're caring what people think, then you're not going to be truly being yourself. You can't, if you're truly being yourself, you're not going to be caring what people think. They are two separate things and they do not go together. If you're valuing yourself fully, it means you're not going to be caring about what people think. It means you're not going to be looking for validation, approval. You're not going to be living up to their standards. You're not going to be looking for any of that from other people if you're truly valuing yourself. If you're in this space of truly valuing yourself and not giving a shit what other people think, you will naturally fully embody who you truly are. When we do that, we actually become magnetic to other people and to what we want in life, what is meant for us. There is nothing more attractive to all of us, to human beings, than the energy of someone who is unapologetically being themselves and not giving a shit what other people think, because they're valuing themselves, they're validating themselves. They are not looking for approval from other people, they're looking for their own approval. They're not living up to other people's standards, they're living up to their own standards. And because they're not looking for any of this from other people, they're in a state of not giving a shit what other people think. And that allows them to fully embody who they are. We are attracted to people who are unapologetically themselves. We're attracted to confident people who don't need validation from anyone. Think about the people who, we see these confident people who clearly don't care what people think. Those are the people you're attracted to. People who are living in their own frame, doing their own thing, and not giving a shit what anybody thinks, not having this energy which is like, approve me, validate me, please like me. When we look at people who don't do that, they are attractive. They're magnetic. It's just how energy works. And when you're in this state of just unapologetically embodying who you truly are, as I said, this puts you in alignment with everything that's truly meant for you. It puts you in alignment with your true life's purpose, with everything that's meant for you. Because, as I said, you cannot get what is meant for you. You cannot have the reflection of what is meant for you unless you're being your true self. Because the things that are meant for you, they're meant for you. So the only way to be in alignment with those things is to be your true self. I've been studying manifestation, the law of attraction, all these different techniques for years. I've used pretty much every manifestation technique during my life, and I teach them to other people who are still in that stage. But me, I don't actually focus on intentionally manifesting anymore, because my whole journey has come to this point of realizing that the way to manifest everything that you want in life, to be in alignment with what is meant for you, all comes down to being your true self. And that means not giving a shit what people think. Because in order to be your true self, you have to stop caring what people think. It all ties in together. It all comes together. So when you can get into that state and you become your true self, it means that you do the things that are a genuine expression of who you are. And this puts you in alignment with your life's purpose. You start doing things that are in alignment with who you truly are. When we care about what people think, we very often end up in a place of hiding who we truly are, suppressing who we truly are, not doing the things that we really want to do because we're thinking about what people think about it and whether they'll agree with it or not. It completely puts you out of alignment with everything that you want. It puts you out of alignment with the things that you want to attract in life, and it puts you out of alignment with people. People aren't attracted to anyone who's in that state. People aren't attracted to people who care what other people think. So it puts you out of alignment with everything that you want in life. For me, the biggest mission in life is to fully embody who you are as much as you possibly can. Nothing puts you in alignment more than doing that. Nothing. The degree to which you can stop giving a shit what people think is the degree to which you can be your true self. And the degree to which you can be your true self is the degree to which you will experience what is meant for you. You've got to remember that. That's the most important thing. So many people ask, how do I stop caring what people think? And to be quite honest with you, there isn't really a specific technique for this. Many people will give you different techniques, but for me, the only thing, it basically just, the universe kind of forced me into it, because I spent so long caring what people were thinking and therefore putting myself out of alignment with what's meant for me and what I want in life, and driving myself utterly crazy, which is what we do when we care what people think. We drive ourselves crazy because we're constantly molding ourselves to what people think of us. And it drives us absolutely bonkers. And it also puts us completely out of alignment with what we want in life. So to be quite honest with you, I simply came to a place where I was just so pissed off and done with it. And that's perfect. It's massively awesome to be in that space, because when you get to this place where you're pissed off, this is the beginning of you not giving a shit what people think, because you get to this space which is like, why the fuck have I been caring what other people think? Why the hell have I been putting other people's values, standards and opinions above my own? And it's good to get this fire within you. It's perfect. That is what you need, because that fire, being pissed off that you've wasted time caring what people think, that is valuing yourself. When you get to that space, you know that you are now valuing yourself. Because if you don't value yourself, you will happily put yourself at the mercy of other people's opinions. If you don't value yourself, you will be in a state of valuing other people's opinions above your own. So if you're valuing what somebody else thinks, that, like, above your own, that can tell you that you are not fully valuing yourself. So I just came to this space where it just happened for me one day. I was like, what the fuck have I been doing? I don't give a shit what these people think. Most of these people, I don't even like them. And yet I've wasted my powerful energy being at the mercy of something that's only even my reflection. What the hell? So you just get to this point where you're like, what the hell have I been doing? Why the hell have I been doing that? Because you're valuing yourself now. This is what I came to. This is what made me become a very confident person who really doesn't give a shit what anyone thinks. This is the space you need to get to. Try to invoke that fire within you. And you can do it just by talking to yourself. Just ask yourself, why the hell are you being at the mercy of what other people think? Especially when what people think is your reflection. People feel about you how you feel about yourself. So when you say these things to yourself, it really hits home. You're like, what the hell am I doing? Why am I being at the mercy of this? Sometimes people don't value themselves because of things that they've been through as a child. Sometimes we grow up and in the things in our environment kind of say to us, they kind of make us believe that our self-worth depends on what people think of us. You know, for example, when you did something that people approved of as a child, you were rewarded. People thought good of you. When you did something that people didn't approve of, you were punished. This teaches us as a child that our self-worth depends on what people think of us. So it's good to look at that. It's good to realize that this may be why you're valuing other people's opinions above your own. When we become aware of how these things work and why these things are happening, it takes power away from it. When you expose something, you're no longer at the mercy of it. So when you expose what you're doing, when you expose why you're caring what people think, why it came about, when you expose it like that, when it makes more sense to you, you take its power away, because it can't have power over you unless it's convincing you that in some way it's valid, you know? So if you're in a space of unawareness where you're actually thinking where you're just in this space of believing that you are validated by other people, because you don't understand it has power over you. But when you understand how it works, you see that it's utter bullshit, and that it doesn't mean that, and that your worth doesn't depend on other people, and that in fact they are just your reflection. You've been putting yourself at the mercy of your reflections, and that has been putting you out of alignment with everything that you're meant for. It has also been repelling people, because we are repelled by people who seek validation outside of themselves. We are only magnetized to people who are unapologetically themselves, in their own frame, validating themselves, only looking for approval from themselves, living up to their own standards, not giving a shit what other people think. That is magnetic. It attracts people, it attracts love, it puts you in alignment with everything that you want in life, it puts you in alignment with your true life's purpose. And on top of that, nothing is more fulfilling than truly, fully being yourself, being the expression that you came here to be. being the expression that you decided you would be before you even came to this earth. Nothing is more fulfilling than that. We trick ourselves. We put importance onto other things outside of ourselves. You tell yourself, I will be happy and whole when I have that relationship, when I have that house, when I have that money. But guess what? When you manifest something, if you have manifested something, it means you are in alignment with that thing, which means if you have that thing, it is not going to feel so important to you when you have it. So as long as you're putting something on a pedestal, you are energetically separating yourself from it. And as I said, you're putting yourself out of alignment with who you truly are. Don't put anything on a pedestal. You will never get something if it's on a pedestal. You won't, because you're energetically separated from it. Anything that you manifest in life, whether intentional or unintentional, it means that it is a vibrational match for you. It means it is a direct reflection of your state of being. Having the thing that you want, ask yourself this, is having the thing that I want a reflection? Is it in alignment with me feeling like that thing is super important? And the answer is no. If you think that thing is super important, then you are not in the state of being you would be in if you had that thing. Stop putting things on pedestals. Stop putting importance on other people. Stop putting importance on your goals. Realize that they are a reflection of a state of being, not a state of being of thinking that's super important. If you had that thing, it would be normal to you. You wouldn't be putting importance on it. All this does is energetically separate you from the things that you want. It separates you from being who you truly are, and it makes you care what people think. If you put so much importance on a person, as we often do when we like someone, we put loads of importance on them. We put them on a pedestal. But guess what? They're just a frigging human being. Their farts stink. They're just a human being, just like you. They're not more worthy than you are. They're not going to validate you. It all starts with you. Validate yourself. Approve yourself. Live up to your own standards. Stop giving a shit what other people think. Stop putting things on a pedestal. Stop giving a shit what people think, and you will be magnetic to people. You will be attracting everything that's meant for you, and guess what? You won't even give a shit because you'll just be fulfilled being yourself, which is what we came here to do. That's it. Thanks for watching today's video. I hope it helped you, and I hope to see you in the next video.